Hi, my name is Rebecca and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone had a happy Valentine's Day and now it's off to Easter. I was checking out at the Dollar Tree and the line was, out the wazoo. And I happened to look up toward the front of the store and they had a new line, a new shipment of pool noodles that had come in. I love to work with pool noodles and I love to craft with them. They are just so much fun. And I seen all the new colors, and so it got my little brain to ticking, and I got out of line and I went over and I grabbed a few. Now, I'm not a greedy guest. I always grab what I think I need, and then I leave some for other people. And so then that led me to another department, and an hour later, I was ready to check out again. So come craft with me. Let me show you what I did. So I found these pool noodles and they had a St. Patrick's Day sticker on them. Who knew? They had several different colors and they also had Valentine's Day pool noodles as well. And their colors were gorgeous, but this color in particular really stuck out to me because I instantly thought carrots. I'm going to start off with 3, and then I'm going to cut probably 12 inches up from the bottom and at a diagonal, and I'm going to gradually kind of hold the end and work my way down to the end and kind of make a little bit of a point. After I cut one, I used the other to kind of judge where I needed to cut for the second one, and so on and so forth until I had all 3 of them cut. Once I had all of my little points cut, I just kind of lined them up on the end and I gathered them all up with one hand, and it was a little bit awkward, but I just made sure that every one of my points was even on one end and they will get away from you. And then I just kind of held them into place, and I tried to keep all of my cuts on the inside. And then I took a zip tie and I zip tied my ends together as tightly as I could. Now, Dollar Tree sells like a 6-inch zip tie, I believe, and a 12-inch. For this project, I did use the 12-inch zip ties, and I went probably 6 to 8 inches up, and I put another zip tie in, and I zip tied my pieces together. I went up about 18 inches, maybe a little bit more, 20 inches, and I put another zip tie in just to hold these there. They don't have to be super duper tight, but you don't want them coming apart either. I mean, they are pool noodles, and so I just wanted them to stay together. And then I went just to probably 10 inches from the bottom of the pool noodle, and I put another zip tie around the pieces again. And then I went back with my scissors and I just clipped all of the pieces off, and I kind of turned the little nubs in to the center so that they wouldn't stick out quite so bad. I'm going to use 4 pool noodles on this carrot. I bought 7 in total, and I just did the exact same thing. I kind of went up about 12 inches. You can go up as far as you like, and then I kind of used that pattern and just kind of measured out where I needed to cut, and I kind of held it, and then I just kind of cut down at an angle. I wanted a bigger chunky carrot, and then I wanted a skinnier carrot the way I was going to display them. You could actually, before you zip tied it in, if you had some plant stakes, you could put a plant stake around the pool noodles and before you zip tied it really tight, and you could actually put these standing upright in the yard. That would be adorable. I was going to lay mine down flat, and so that is not how I was going to display mine, but that is an option. You could actually have a standing carrot in your yard, and that would be oh so cute. So this is why I wanted to use the larger zip ties, because when you do the larger carrot, you're going to really need to have a lot of girth to go around, because it's going to be a lot to get, around your big carrot there. That's a lot of pool noodle ground to cover. So I did the exact same thing. I was using the zip ties to kind of create the carrot shape. So my zip ties at the base of the carrot, the bottom, are a little bit tighter. The zip ties at the top are, a little bit looser, because I was actually using the zip ties to make the shape of the carrot that I want. And the zip ties also are going to kind of make the ground ridges in the carrot. I'm going to clip off my little ends, and then I'm going to turn them inward. I'm going to take some twine that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. This is an entirely Dollar Tree project, and you can actually tie your twine to the little zip tie and just start winding your twine around the zip tie if you do not want to use hot glue. I don't usually have hot glue. I don't usually have a hot glue problem outside in the springtime, especially if it's like buried down inside and then just a little dab because it's not extremely hot, or I just don't have a problem in the spring. It's usually the summertime when I have a little bit of a problem, but I just used a little bit of hot glue and I just kind of held it off, and then I just cut it really close and made sure that it was nice and tight in there. And so, but if you don't want to use hot glue, you can just tie yours off. I chose to use hot glue, and then I just kind of wound it around there, and the twine kind of makes the little ridges of the carrots look a little bit more realistic. I mean, it's a pool noodle. It's not going to look realistic, but this was my attempt to make my pool noodle look a little bit more like a carrot. And so I just took my twine and I just wound it around until my zip tie was completely covered up, and then I just put a little dab of hot glue and I just cut it off. And I did that on all of my zip ties until I had a really good amount of twine. You could use however much you like. I did want to make sure that I had all of my zip ties covered up really nice and everything looked kind of tidy. I will say it took me a little bit to get the hang of rolling the twine, because I started at first, and I mean the pool noodles were kind of awkward, and so I was I had twine a little tangled up and a little bit everywhere. So it took me a little bit to get a rhythm going and to get my mojo flowing with this project. But once I got it going, it went really, really fast. And then I stopped getting all tangled up in my twine. And so I just wrapped all of my pieces up in the twine until I got it looking really, really good. And then I was ready to start putting the finishing touches on my little project. This is what makes it. I found some onion grass at the Dollar Tree, and then just some hanging greenery bushes, and the greenery bushes were just kind of the color of the carrot tops. I mean, they were just so cute, and they are plastic, so they will weather really good. And so I decided how many I wanted in each one. That is your choice and entirely up to you. And so I kind of put it in there and gauged how much needed to be in the top of each pool noodle before I committed to the hot glue and making everything permanent. And then once I decided how I wanted everything to look, then I went in with my hot glue and I just ran a really good amount down the stem of each one of my greenery pieces, and then I put it inside the top of my pool noodle, and I held it until it was really good and it was in there solid, and I kind of held it up to the side so that it had a really good grab. I knew that mine was going to be laying on its side, so I wanted more of my hanging bushes kind of to one side, so I kind of had that visual in my head when I was arranging this. And if you were standing them up, then you would want to arrange yours a little bit differently. So to each his own. Either way, this project is just adorable and is so cute for outside Easter decorating, and it is so budget friendly. I have less than 20 bucks in this project. It all came from the Dollar Tree. I thought it turned out really cute, and it's different than anything that my neighbors have going on for Easter. And I usually get really excited and I decorate really big for St. Patty's Day, and Easter is so early this year that I am not going to decorate for St. Patty's Day. So I wanted to just go all out for Easter. And so that's kind of what I did this year. And I started with these carrots, and when I saw them I was just in love with it, and they came out so very cute that I just thought they were adorable. So I put more onion grass in the carrot that I had a 4 top in than I did with the 3 top. I put more greenery in that one than I did the 3 top. I just kind of played around with how I wanted it to look. So I put, just 2 in the 3 top, and then a little less greenery. I think I put 2 in the 3 top. And so I just kind of played around with my greenery. I didn't put as much in my carrot with the 3 pool noodles, and I did put more greenery in the carrot with the 4 because I felt like it needed to be a little bit more full and had a little bit more fluffy, and I knew I was going to just kind of build on this. So anyway, you do you and I will do me, and I'm just showing you what I did. And I was so tickled with these little carrots. I immediately saw these in the store and I was thinking carrots, and then just to see them, sometimes a project comes out okay, and then sometimes it comes out really good, and then it's like, oh, this is just exactly what I thought that they would look like. And I thought that they turned out really, really cute. And so I am excited to show you exactly what they look like with everything that I have created for Easter. And it is so drizzly and rainy and snowing, and I'm so disappointed, but at least I got them in the yard. So here they are in my little wheelbarrow, and I have started, and it's 30 degrees and pouring down rain. So, but it's supposed to be sunny and beautiful and 70 degrees a couple of days from now. Then I will get the rest of my decorations out. But I thought I would show you that I've at least started on my Easter decorations, and I started with these cute little pool noodle carrots because I thought that you would want to try them out for yourself because they are absolutely adorable whether you stand them up or you lay them down. And yes, my Chiefs flag is flying. So I'm always excited for every season that comes along because I live in Southwest Missouri, and you never know what you're going to get. One day you might have big mounds of fluffy white snow, and then the next day it might be 60 degrees and it's all gone and it's nice and sunny outside. That is our typical spring. So, your spring decorations could be sitting in a snow pile. So don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell so you know when I've uploaded my next video. Give me a thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching Crafts, Laughs, and Chaos. And I hope that you are so excited about the change of seasons as well as I am, because I've got some goodies that I am excited to show you.